It's more important than ever to keep an eye on your credit score these days. Since data breaches are becoming more and more common, it's only a matter of time before someone gets their hands on your personal information. Freezing your credit is one way to protect yourself. This means that no one else can use your name to open new accounts or lines of credit. Even though it might seem like a lot of work, freezing your credit is actually pretty easy. This guide will tell you how to freeze your credit and what that means for your money. What is credit freezing? A credit freeze is a way to stop people from using your name to open new accounts. With a credit freeze, your credit report is basically locked down. This makes it harder for identity thieves to open new lines of credit in your name. When you put a freeze on your credit report, potential lenders can't see it and can't give you any new credit. It's important to note that a credit freeze does not stop all forms of identity theft. If an identity thief has already stolen your information to open an account, a credit freeze will not stop them from using these existing accounts. If you think you may be the victim of identity theft, or if you have already been the victim, you should take steps to protect your information. One way to do this is to place a fraud alert on your credit report. Another way to protect yourself is to freeze your credit. How to freeze your credit for free. To place a credit freeze on your report, you will need to contact each of the 3 major credit bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You can typically do this online or over the phone. Once you have contacted each bureau, you will be given a personal identification number, PIN, or password that you will use to unfreeze your account if necessary. Here's how to freeze your credit report. Steps: 1. Contact the credit bureaus. 2. Provide your personal information. 3. Get a confirmation letter and PIN. 4. Your credit is frozen. Step 1. Contact the credit bureaus. Contact each of the 3 major credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and request a freeze be placed on your credit report. You can do this by phone, mail, or online. Step 2. Provide your personal information. You'll need to provide some personal information, including your name, address, date of birth, social security number, and other identifying information to verify your identity. Step 3. Get a confirmation letter and PIN. Once you've requested the freeze, each bureau will send you a confirmation letter with a unique PIN or password that you'll need to lift the freeze in the future. Make sure to keep this information in a safe place. Step 4. Your credit is frozen. Once your credit is frozen, any businesses that try to pull your credit report will be unable to do so. If you need to apply for new credit, for example, a loan or mortgage, you'll need to temporarily lift the freeze beforehand. Pros and cons of credit freezing. Pros. When you freeze your credit, lenders cannot access your credit report to approve new loans or lines of credit. This can be an advantage if you're concerned about identity theft and want to prevent new accounts from being opened in your name. A credit freeze can also be helpful if you're trying to manage your debt by preventing new borrowing. Cons. However, there are some disadvantages to freezing your credit. First, it can take time and effort to place a freeze and lift it when you need to apply for new credit. Second, you may still be vulnerable to certain types of fraud, such as existing account takeover or change of address fraud. Finally, a freeze will not prevent all types of identity theft. For example, thieves could still use your stolen information to apply for government benefits or file false tax returns.